dreams about the West and started to roam. 6 long months on a dust-covered trail. They say heaven's at the end, but so far it's been hell. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. We were digging and shifting 5 to 5, selling everything we found just to stay alive. Gold flowed free like the whiskey in the bars. Sinning was the big thing, Lord, and Satan was a star. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And blood lined the streets. Men were shot down for the sake of having fun, or just to hear the noise of their 44 guns. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Now my widow, she weeps by my grave. Tears flow free for her man couldn't save. Shot down in cold blood by a gun that carried fame, all for the useless and no good, worthless claim. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there.
Hey, YouTubers and friends, how are all of you doing tonight? We have a couple of beauties with us tonight. We have Kimberly and Tiffany, the AU twins. Their YouTube channel link is down in the description below. Make sure to show them some flash spam love. They were also on, what was it? The Weather Channel's Frozen Gold with our friend Reis. And I know I'm looking forward to the show tonight. I hope you are too, along with Jesse and Dano. So you know what I'm going to say next, right? Not that. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey, YouTubers and friends, thanks for joining us for another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live with ToledoJess, Dano, and I.
Ed does it without on you.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Not your turn to talk yet, though.
No. Well, let me
because
know,
because we're having well, wait a minute, because we're having all these problems with your sister getting vocalized here.
That's kind of why we do pre-show at 7:30.
I didn't get to run through our pre-show, which is to explain to you that we'll start off the show. The three of us will talk a little bit about how our week was, our weekend, which was probably pretty dull this weekend, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sucky weekend, that's for sure.
What was that?
It's a pretty sucky weekend, that was for sure. Cold out.
Yeah. And talk about that. And then we take about 15, 20 minutes. Then we say hi to our chat room, because to us, I mean, we love having our guests, but to us, our chat room is they're our people.
They're our bloodline.
That's who we're here for. So we take time to say hello to everybody,
like
which is what I
now.
think we should do right now. What do you think, Ed?
Yeah. David Villa. Hola, amigo.
What's up,
Drive safe, Randy, Scotty, Tony, and get in your other handle. Mr. Lodak, the world's greatest moderator. Thank you, sir.
Tim Man Magnet Fishing, what's up, Tim? And Wild Rock Hunter, how you doing tonight?
Bill.
Patriot Prospecting, welcome.
Brewers Prospecting, hello.
Hey,
Damon, West Coast Prospecting in the house.
Damon, what's up, Damon?
Ed, how are you, Ed? Welcome.
Oh, the other Ed, what's up?
There's another Ed in here, too. So.
Another Ed? There's three Eds in here? Holy crap.
I guess so.
There's too many Eds for one room.
Nailed it, detecting. Ed. How are you, Chad?
No, that's the same Ed. Oh, is it? No, Ed Bragg, what's up?
Oh, a long time no see, Ed. How you doing? Up? The other Ed.
Oh, look,
The other
Radio. Radio's a little late.
But that's okay, and thanks for renewing your channel membership today, Ronald.
Hey, you guys.
Is that Ed or Ed? Ed or Eddie? I don't know, Bill. I really don't know.
The other Ed.
The other Ed. Good to see you, Ed.
Top notch M. Wife said very heavy.
Wife said very heavy. What's very heavy?
Get off? What?
There's something wrong with that statement.
Right. Like, you're too fat. Get that beep off me.
I'm sorry.
We're already going left.
What's up?
Moto Bro. We have our friends in here from the land down under, and we have our friends from the great white north and from coast to coast. Always great to see all of you. Smith Skull, Jeff, yeah,
Whoa,
buddy.
What's up, buddy?
And Gary Tutos, if you're lurking,
Oh, yes. and
thanks
let's not
for
forget our
lurking.
lurkers.
Can't forget
All
our
our lurkers,
lurkers.
I mean, we know we have them because by the end of the show, even though there's only like a couple dozen people or 30 or few dozen people in the chat room, by the time the show's over, it's been watched 100 and some times, So we know
Sometimes,
you're out there. We know you're out there. Come on in and join the fun.
Ohio Metal
Hi.
Maven, hello, hello,
Oh,
hello.
look. Hey, look, your buddy's here.
JP.
Reis here.
Hey, Russo.
Ray, I thought you had a Masons meeting tonight.
He
Hey.
postponed it to be here with us tonight.
Hey. Oh, I love me some.
Oh,
Oh,
Jessica, my daughter's in
you
the
you
house.
wouldn't mind if I sent him a link to come in and join us.
Oh, I wouldn't mind at all. At all.
Okay, should
Well, he
I
says
should
he
I
did.
invite both in Kim and AU twins?
There you go.
All
Now,
right.
now
Hey, it's
it
your
works.
show, dude. Ray says he uses his tiny buttons on his phone. Sucks.
Oh well, he must be at the lodge then.
Yeah.
Well,
Listening.
we
Got the headphones on, listening. Who knows?
I can send you the
Doing his
link.
rituals.
Big Texas Prospecting, howdy.
he's still
Good
at
to
work.
see you
Boy.
again. Oh,
Yeah,
still
he's
at work.
yeah.
Well, yeah, ever since Frozen Gold, his boss is a slave driver. Cracking the whip on old Ray Russo, but that guy might like it.
I can't turn my volume up, then I'll blow these guys out.
Richard Quick,
Set up.
I,
Brad Welch says that.
let me turn up my
volume's
desktop
low.
volume a little now. Go ahead, talk, all of you. Not
Okay,
at
how's
once.
that?
Okay, right about now.
Hello.
Test,
Hello?
test.
Hey, there she
Hey,
is.
Hey!
Hey, she
Oh, no.
finally made it.
He did it.
And she
Yeah.
is here. HD and Judy, good to see you. Guido, are we all done yet? I think we might be. For now.
Yes, Brian, I'm guessing. What's up, Brian? American Gold Prospectors.
Hey, Brian, how's
your
Gnome
pants down.
doing?
Hello.
No, we're not guessing numbers. Oh, we'll have to take your wrench away if you start guessing numbers, Brian. Brian's our friend who was on Bering Sea Gold for a season.
Hi.
And he ended
Worked
up
with,
working for Raw Television as a cameraman
Nice.
now. He's a super good guy, really cool guy. I had the pleasure of prospecting with him in Vermont.
Yep.
Someday we'll prospect together again. Bento.
Cheers, sis.
Behind you? Cheers. I think so.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Tiff.
Hey, hey.
Oh yeah, hey. We got Kimberly and Tiffany in the house tonight, you guys, in case you didn't know.
Hello.
Oh,
The
Hello.
AU twins.
Damon says happy belated birthday, girls.
Oh, thank you.
Our,
Hey, you guys had the same birthday?
No.
well,
No. You're born at different times, right?
Richie, good to see you. Madison, Maine. Terry Curry, good evening.
Hey, what's up, Terry? Madison, Maine.
Oh, you lied, Jeff. Smith's Gold says,
more
Jesse,
paying.
that's why they're all here. You know, it ain't for our faces, that's for sure.
Yeah, I would like to know how Roger is myself there, Brian.
Roger.
Yes, I would. Yeah, Brian did some videos. I don't know if you watched Brian's videos of the storm. They just
Yeah.
had up there.
Yeah.
We did a series with Roger, the beach miner that lives up there.
Oh.
Did a couple of videos, and I haven't seen a follow up after the storm, so maybe it's still in editing. I don't know. But yeah, it would be nice to know if he was okay. He
Derek,
looked
one
like
more
he looked
pain.
like a character, man. Let me tell you. If you haven't seen Brian's videos about Roger, he looked like a cool old character.
That Roger. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. One more pain.
Well, hopefully living on the beach could be rough,
Yeah.
especially in their
Uh,
shanty.
that wasn't a light storm either. They just had.
Oh, surf was definitely up. It's like it was the last day, I think, with David from our friend David from Prospector's Dream was up on the UP doing some beach mining.
Yep.
Surf was up on Lake Superior last weekend too.
That wind comes from the north, man. It pushes those waves up there.
Well, you know, you'd be
Nor'easter coming through.
surprised at the wave size on Lake Superior, and there's quite a big surfing community on the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that there'd be surfing up there. Although, I mean, we even here in Lake Erie when I was a kid, we body surfed in some of the
Well,
waves. But that's,
there's even a
3-foot waves.
there's the surf community on Lake Erie even too.
Well, I would
But
doubt.
it's on the eastern coast. Same with
Right.
Ontario and mostly they're wind waves, you know. They don't have tides factoring in. They might have moon factoring, the pull of the moon, but it's nothing like the ocean. But
Right.
some of the waves will surprise you. That water, ooh, I don't do good in cold as it is, being so skinny. And my lips would turn purple and I'd be shivering to death.
And I'm old, so my fingertips freeze right away. You guys have heard me complain about this for the last 5 years.
Rob,
So Tiffany.
Enough for the old people
Okay.
hour.
Okay.
Move on.
So Tiffany and Kimberly, at this point, as I would have been explaining to you earlier pre-show, I would have said at this point we would bring you in and you guys would be front and center. You get to talk about you. You get to push your YouTube channel. You get to talk about, give us a little bio about yourself, and then I'll try to keep the questions coming. The chat room will keep the questions coming.
So
this is what I would have
all about Ray Rusa on the island.
we gotta hear some stories about Ray.
Yeah, Bad Santa.
The most embarrassing ones you can think of.
Right, right.
And then we would have, yeah, then we just sat back and waited for the show to start. But it didn't work that way. So guess what? It's that time.
Okay, all right.
Crash course.
I'm scolded for some reason here. I'm feeling a little scolded here. I don't know why.
No. I'm having fun. And I'm not scolding you. I'm actually having fun and taking this opportunity to explain to our chat room what we do before, what our pre-show is.
There's work before.
Here's a good opportunity. Let's throw a couple things in this mess that we just got into.
Right. Uh-oh.
And remember, and as I was saying earlier, think of this as we're sitting around the campfire after a day of prospecting, or
don't mind me, my granddaughter.
Gold mining, adventuring, treasure hunting. We're sitting around talking about it, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you.
You want bubble wrap? You're gonna take all my bubble wrap. Sorry, guys, I've been infiltrated by the granddaughter.
Oh, okay.
Say hi to everyone. Look right there at the camera, honey. Wave. Now she's trying to read the chat. Okay, let me get you some bubble wrap, and you can drive Grandma nuts. Okay, careful, don't pull down my green screen, or they'll see a messy laundry room. Thank you.
Patrick Mule, Pac Mule, what's up, buddy?
Hey, one of our favorite lurkers in the house.
Yeah, graveyard prospecting. Well, that's
Ray
another thing we
Rizza
do.
says Jess is chatty tonight.
That's another thing. Well, that's because
Jess is chatty every night. What are you talking about?
that was see now you and I get confused really easy too. So here we go.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Hey, I thought that was me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's all your fault. He's like that.
I think it's the crew.
Now you were hearing it. Of course,
Yeah.
it's all Ed's fault.
Right.
Ed the scapegoat squirrel.
So, anyways, and we'll occasionally stop when there's a break happening.
Okay.
We'll stop and say hi to people that come into the chat room because like I said, the chat room is they're our people, right? We love our chat room,
That we
especially
do.
especially that Mr. Lodak. He's like the world's greatest moderator on the Inner Zone. He's just awesome.
We are so new at this. We we're just now getting into the community and getting a YouTube channel running and stuff like that. We're usually just out in the field and by ourselves. And I think we had 2 YouTube episodes before we went to Greenland. So like we just mined. It wasn't like, it wasn't something that we documented. And then Celeste, she said, you guys should start, we're just posting pictures. And she said, you should start documenting what you're doing. And we just started. And then from there, she recommended us for the TV show. So yeah, all of this is new and we're looking forward to
that's one of the things I want. Yeah, that's
everyone, and
that's
getting
one of the
more
things
involved in the community. I want to meet everyone. I want to know everyone like everyone,
Well, and they we want to know about you. Okay, so by us learning about you, you'll learn about us.
Awesome.
Now at this time,
Kimberly,
let me take
Kimberly, you gotta unmute. You gotta unmute. We need your conversation in here too.
Now at this time, I'm gonna take the opportunity. I want to see their numbers jump tonight, everybody. So there's a link down in the description. I got the link here. I'm gonna pop in the chat room. They're at 264 subscribers right now. I want to see a significant Flash Fam love raid on their subscribe button tonight.
Awesome.
And I want to see those numbers jump, my friends.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jesse.
So I've talked to Kimberly on Facebook a few times. Yeah. And been trying to get you guys to come on for a little while, right when you first started, actually, because one of the things that we like to do is promote YouTube channels, mostly prospecting, treasure hunting, that kind of stuff. We like to see people who are starting off and follow them. Just
thank you.
Because hey, it's something to do, right?
Yeah.
We have a show. We have a show that's been going on for 5 years.
Nice.
So, right. So.
Well, thank you guys for having us. We definitely appreciate it. We appreciate the love. We do. Thank you so much.
Love comes when it comes.
Yeah.
But so how did you guys get involved in prospecting?
Go ahead, Kim, since you haven't said much.
I don't know. Can
I
you
don't think she said anything yet.
Yeah, go ahead.
Much at all. There you go.
No.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Well, we got prospecting because we thought it was going to be the end of the world, and we went to Oregon, and I ended up finding Oregon sunstone and some obsidian, and yeah, it was kind of like this weird event thing that was supposed to happen. And
2012, I think it was.
I was
Yeah.
well. I was just getting ready to ask you, end of the world event. Which one?
I think it was 2012 when
Yeah.
you know, the
Oh,
computers and stuff.
the end of the world. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the end. Okay, so we went on a trip
According
just
to
to
this,
make
this
sure,
one,
just in case.
according to this
we went
one
to a safe-
calendar, right?
Yeah,
This
Yeah,
one
Mayan
was talking about-
calendar.
Yeah,
yeah.
in case
Okay, gotcha.
it wasn't the end of the world, but it was the end of the world as we were living it. Because after that time that we found our first gemstones, our first crystals and stuff out there, it just changed our whole world. And
Yeah.
and we just dove into it. We're like dogs with bones, just went after it. We went, figured out how to claim our own mining claims, bought several and I was at BLM for about 6 months learning the ins and outs of how to stake, how to reclaim and all that stuff. But just going over there and making sure we knew what we were doing. Finding, bonito white was our first gemstone that we found. And then we didn't really want to do gold because it was so hard. And every time we would find it, we just couldn't find it. We're just like, this is nothing. This is not, it was just too hard. But as we got to know the community and know some of the old timers who actually really helped us out a lot.
Lots of research, lots of books, finding good old books, old books.
The older, the better.
Yeah, the older, the better. And just started, reading about everything and doing research. And I'm sure everyone has, their maps with all these dots where you think there's gold there, right? That's my Google Maps at the moment. Got like thousands of dots there, right?
I'm just as guilty,
We all go through that.
Oh yeah.
Trust me, we all
But
go
it's a
through
big part of prospecting or treasure hunting in general is the research. Research.
I love treasure hunting. That's fun too, and gold is a treasure, but I'm talking about like lost treasures, the ones that were hidden in caves and stuff like that. I love
Spanish gold or
Yeah.
outlaw loot.
Yes.
But hey, now finding that would be totally rad, no
Right?
doubt. But there's nothing
yeah.
like laying your eyes on something that nature put there. Who knows how long ago that was created? Who knows how long ago?
Yes.
And you're the very first eyes.
Catching it. Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. No matter how big or how small, it's just like, this is so cool. I love it. Like the flash in the pan. Gotta love it.
I bet you would, Moto Mining. Moto Mining says, I'd love to treasure hunt with these ladies.
We love it. I absolutely love it. I love everything, the danger, everything. I just love it. It's fun to me, and then finding things is even better. So,
Right.
Especially when research is paid off, you're like, yeah, and then we'll go over here and then we'll go on that corner and I see it dropping over there, and you go over there and you actually find gold. You're like, yes, I know what I'm doing now. I can do this. I can do it. It's
and then you find out, a little bit of
right. Always learning. I love learning from all my friends all the time, and rewriting the learning sometimes, and being open to it. Definitely open.
Exactly. And that's a thing too, you can't get stuck in one way. That's kind of like, that's the thing that I like about us, the three of us being able to travel around here and there, is we get to learn different ways of looking for gold in different areas and why you look for them that way, because that's the way to look for them in that particular spot.
Right.
So that it's going to change everywhere you go. And so you got to be open to it. So everything changes, right?
That's true. That's true.
I have a couple of super chats, so oops,
Thanks
didn't I
for
hit the
the
button?
super chat.
Blonde moment there for a second.
You
Pardon
can
me.
do it.
Our friend from down under, Brad Welsh, would you try underwater detecting? Lots of gold and silver in the waters just waiting to be found.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's just a matter of getting the equipment to do that, to buy the
Right.
diving equipment and all that stuff. It just gets expensive after a while because we dredges, dry washers, metal detectors. We've got, probably about $20,000 worth of equipment. Then we got to get, oh, we want to do that now? Okay, so we've got to get some wetsuits, dry suits, whoa.
We all know the feeling. $20,000 worth of equipment in a $10,000 truck.
Yes.
Spending several hundred to go hunt and retrieving 50. But we did pretty good when we were in the mother lode together last time.
Yeah.
We pulled between the 6 of us. Several of them already, ladies. We hiked out of the valley with an ounce and a 1 1/4 ounce of gold.
Very nice. Yeah, but to answer your question, yes, we would. It's just a matter of getting the money together to actually buy the gear to do.
And someone teaching us. Our teammate Eric was supposed to teach us, but he's pursuing other endeavors. So now it would be nice for someone to teach me how to dive and do that stuff. I don't know how to do that on my own. I guess I could do my research, but if I can have help, that would be awesome.
Well, I'm sure.
Have you done any underwater dredging yet? Any?
Well, we dredge, but just as far as we can reach.
Long arm.
Long arm.
Long arm. There you go. Yeah, that's right. The long arm. So yeah, so we've done that.
How big's your dredge?
I have a 2.5 inch.
Oh, okay.
But right now it might be somewhere it wasn't supposed to be, and I hope it's still there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just whatever you do, say it's in Ohio.
It's in Ohio somewhere. And I'm hoping to retrieve it soon.
Now, what Damon does, I believe you met Damon at Blue Leads outing. Our friend, he's killing it sniping.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Sniping's a lot of fun too, especially if you have a hookah system like he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing really well right now. Everybody's talking about it. So kudos to him for sure.
Yeah, woohoo! Get the gold.
That pocket is out there for every one of us.
That's right.
You just got to believe it's out there for you. I'm looking for a softball sized nugget, and I'll be happy.
You'll find it.
Daniel's looking for one the size of a baby head.
Size of a baby's head. Retirement.
Okay, good. Yes, you'll do it.
Not being greedy.
Not at all.
Not being greedy. I don't want it all.
I mean, it's just as big like the rest of the world. This big isn't bad.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
You can ask that.
That's a grain of sand. That's a grain of sand.
Right. So you're dropping the bucket.
That's right,
Hey, Joey.
So tell us about your adventures up in Greenland. So we've had Ray on.
Okay.
He's told us all the dirt and dirty about you guys. We've had Ellie on.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Now she
told us her side.
I gotta pour myself another beer for this one, I think.
Yeah, she told us her side of the story.
Oh,
now, pretty much the only one we haven't had on is Eric.
Yeah, we haven't had Eric on, so.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I haven't seen him active on YouTube, Twitter, or TikTok or nothing in a long time.
He's on his own
planet.
self quest. I don't know you know, he's doing.
Oh, I think the last videos I saw of him, he was all dressed up rather weird, sliding down a road on a sled in the snow or something. He kind of off in his own little world.
He is. His wife is doesn't really like him mining, and she was giving him a really hard time, and she basically just, you know, was like, me or mining kind of saying it. You know,
Oh,
he'll have to find his own way with that. I can't, you know, I wish him the best, you know. If he, I just couldn't have like over like 200 something videos and just erase them. I don't know. It's just me.
Right.
no, I almost have 1,000 and I'll never erase them.
I don't know. You know, hey, everybody's on their own little journey and
Oh,
path.
very
Well,
true.
you know what I mean?
Very true, Kimberly.
right.
Very true.
I'll always have love for him, and I'll be
Or
here. We'll be here,
Tiffany, sorry.
you know, when he's ready to go look for some more gold. So,
Right. Oh, look, who showed
I
up.
did like
18
a lot
lives
of his
more.
content, though. But, you know.
I mean, you know, he's a little different, but that's okay. You know, that's okay. He didn't hurt or harm anyone. He's just a little different, and that's, you know, I love different. Different is awesome.
Aren't we all a little different in our own unique way?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
especially
I hope
as
so.
gold prospectors and treasure hunters.
Yeah, I like unique. Cookie cutter anything. I'm not too fond of. I like uniqueness. I like to learn from people, you know. So
There you go, Tiff.
Yeah.
There you go.
so
Tell
Greenland.
us, how was your experience up there in Greenland? You know, we've talked to, well, not just, you know, Ray and Ellie, but from other shows, we've talked to some of those people too.
Yeah,
We
Ice
kinda know
Cold
a little bit.
Gold.
Ice Cold Gold.
Wow.
We had Chad
We
on.
know, we know that what we see on TV and on the shows is different from what's really happening.
Right.
You know, we understand that. But give us some dirt anyways.
Oh my God. Do you want
Dirt. Tell us some dirt.
It's hard because I see, you know, Ellie and her YouTube and stuff, and she's always dogging me and my sister. And I feel like there's so much I could say about her and her tactics on the way she goes about doing stuff that it just would, people probably wouldn't even believe half the stuff we went through with her. But I feel like if I just don't say nothing and let it go, it would eat her even more up. So I'm not even going to talk about
I can totally understand that, Kimberly. Totally.
talk about her. Like I think the worst punishment is to not give her any acknowledgement of involvement in anything.
Okay, so you could tell they didn't get along.
Right. You
Right,
know how
no,
the people
no,
are.
I-
The people want dirty laundry.
Yeah,
Right.
And I
But-
guess we could play the devil's advocate.
because
Yeah.
like,
And that's fine. And you know what? That's perfect. If that's your response, that's perfect.
That's perfect.
Okay, can I give my response?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Go ahead,
Absolutely.
Biff.
Okay,
Go ahead.
So
yeah,
I mean, okay, so I have unconditional love for every single one of my teammates, even Ellie. If she was to call me and say, I need help or something like that, I would be there. You know, because you grow so close to these people, you become a family. You only have each
Right.
other, and that's it.
Right.
We're on a desolate rock, you know, and that's it. And she was like, you know, the black sheep of the family, kind of, you know. But that doesn't mean that I hate her. I don't hate her. I have love for her. I really do.
Right.
But I was super excited to learn from a female geologist, to have another female, you know, perspective and another female around that, yeah. And that didn't happen. And I was super upset that she wouldn't really engage with us. She would go straight to Ray like we weren't a team. And that's what made me upset, because I'm sitting around waiting for her expertise and to learn from her. And she never once was like, you know, this is, you know, I never felt like a team with her. Like everybody had one goal in mind. Let's get the gold. I didn't care. We didn't care who found it. Somebody find it and let's get it, you know. And
Right.
and with her always seeming like it's like I've had friends like this before where they don't know how to be a friend or how to like everyone's out for them type of thing. But I wasn't out for her at all. I really wanted to learn from her. She's smart. She really is.
Right. One of the things that we have learned is people for these shows are picked by their character.
Right.
You know, if you, especially these reality shows, they're looking for a drama. They're looking for, because that's what sells.
Right.
Yeah, prospectors want to find gold and watch people look for gold, but their sponsors, they want drama, so they develop drama.
Right.
And I'm sure you went through some of it where they on purpose put situations to where stuff happens. They put you in those. So I look at what everybody says, because I've talked to Kimberly in the past when it was going on. If she remembers, you look back through our PMs.
Yeah, so they, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the way I look at it is, yeah, they put you two together like that because they know their characters and that's what's going to happen. That's what they're going for. So, and yeah, I here's something I heard from Ray about you guys.
Okay.
And I'm not, Ray's in the room. He's not going to worry about this.
Fine.
He says,
No,
you guys
fine.
are workhorses. You guys are workhorses. Dana was
Well, I
telling me
heard
the same
that
thing.
about the
Yeah.
outing at Tim's. They're
Right.
going out there, getting dirty, getting wet, going for the gold. Those are the gold diggers I
Absolutely.
like. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we play around. We do the laugh cry when you're so exhausted from mining till 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and you're like carrying buckets and you're exhausted and you're laughing and crying at the same time, and you're still carrying another bucket. You're like, why am I doing this? I don't know. Can you hand me that shovel? That's how we are. I appreciate them noticing that though. I do.
Oh yeah. He don't. Ray definitely noticed that. He says, "You guys," because I asked him. I says, "Are they the workhorse kind, or are they? Oh, I need some help picking this rock
Can
up.
you carry my buckets, please?
Can somebody? Oh, I broke a nail." He says, "Oh hell no."
I had to cut somebody out. Okay, so okay, this is like the worst. All right, so we have one hose that would fit in the sluice and one hose that fed our campsite. And that was it. Now, mind you, the camp needs to fill up their water before we take this hose. So we have to wait. So we have to walk, 1.5 miles or however long the actual mining site was. So to get that hose, it's heavy, okay?
Like a fireman's hose, like it's right. A big hose, and we were carrying it back and forth for
by ourselves.
Yeah, by ourselves. Finally, we got a quad, and they're joyriding on it and doing all this stuff, and we're like, dude, can you guys please just take this hose over here because we got to run 75 buckets in 3 hours, and we're running it by hand. So
by ourselves.
At the time, we don't carry this back, and they're just like playing around, and then. Yeah, tell her the story. This is hella funny.
So Christian, I told him, and he has our back. He's like, hey, I've got, and they didn't see me, mind you. I'm on the only hill that had reception, and here's our tents here, and then here I was. So I'm kind of hidden behind where our little tent things were. So there was this guy called Safety James, right? Safety James. He has to keep everybody safe, Safety James. So this guy, right? And I already had a little issue with Safety James before. I could tell you about that later. But so Christian pulls up on the quad and he's like, all right, I've got to go take the hose to the girls, right? They're down there, they're waiting on the hose. And I listen, and I hear him say this to Safety James, and he was like, they could come back and get it. They don't need to drive that hose. They don't, don't listen to what they're saying. I'm the boss. You take these two over there, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, looking at him. I said, excuse me, I am right here. You're going to tell them, fuck them. And that's what he said. He said the F word. He was like, F what they need. And F what they need. And when Christian was like, but I promised that I would take it over there. Like, do you really need me to take this right now? They need to get started. So yeah, I had to go down there, and I got into space, and I was like, why would you say that? Why would you, I said, mind you, my sister already took the hose down there, so you don't need to do it anymore because she's already down there. So all of that cursing, all of that, forget what they're, because of some hose that we have to share. Somebody should have got another hose in the first place. But anyways, she already got it down there, so don't worry about it. So yeah, we didn't end up using that quad very many times anyway. We just minded our own business and just stuck to trying to work and trying to get that gold out of the ground.
Yeah, yeah. They put people together in certain ways. I mean, they put these two together. Ray, the old grizzled miner, who,
Absolutely
the
love
two-
Ray, though. We love Ray,
Oh yeah, Ray's a great guy. We
Yeah.
love our Ray too.
He makes you happy. Like when you go and you're like in a grumpy mood or whatever, his laugh, his smile, his go get it attitude. He's like, we could work it out. We'll do this and that. Don't worry about it. He was always the one
a
lift you
team
up.
player, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. We can't talk about Ray no more. He's not in the room.
He's
left.
back out in the shop.
Okay, so I could tell you about the belly button. Oh, later. He'll know about the belly button. You just ask him. He'll tell you about it.
Yeah, he'll probably tell us. Have you caught Ray live?
A
caught
couple of
his
times, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a mom, and I have 2 kids, and they're still in grade school, so I'm busy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I can't catch everything.
Yeah, he's usually on late at night, doing his, I think I'll pan and get on YouTube.
Every now and then I do, but he's a character, and I don't know. I respect his. He was the authority because it's the gold was so fine. The gold was so small there, and I have never like that stuff. We throw back in the water, like it'll grow up.
When I found the people did throw it back, and the producers were like, "Why'd you throw it back?" I'm like, "This is what we're looking for." Like this is just the start. This is a lead to where to go. Usually, I'm not happy about this, but if you want me to be, I could get some more and do it again. But they're mad.
Look, it's a myth.
Yeah.
If you throw it back, it will not grow.
I know.
Keep it all. Don't listen to Two Toes or any of those guys.
There's people out there. I personally know people out there will look at that and literally throw it back because they're used to bigger gold. They're used to the bigger.
Not me. I don't care if it's Nat Poo or a Dyna Poo. I'm keeping
If I
it.
caught it, I'm keeping it.
I'm not a
Because it all adds
I'm
up.
not a catch and
All
release
adds
prospector.
You're not.
I just felt like people would make fun of me if I got excited about this little tiny speck. Like, oh my gosh, look, I found gold. And they're like, zoom, 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 zoom. And it was like tiny. I thought people.
Well, check this out. You ever watch any of the gold shows like Gold Fever and that? What do you think they're finding?
Yeah.
What do you think those guys up in Alaska are finding? They're finding the same stuff, but they're just moving more material and finding more of it. But they're finding. You ever see them look at their loop in their pants? Oh yeah, we got about 20. Same here. It really isn't a difference. They're just able to use bigger equipment, move more dirt.
Yeah.
You know, it's a game of moving dirt or
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
digging out crevices. The more
Also-
crevices you dig out, the more gold you're gonna find. So
Yeah, they also told us though before the show that there's going to be this mass amount of gold and gold deposits there, that we were just going to hit something bigger than the mother lode. And so went there,
Yeah, they laid it on
they
thick.
told it.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
yeah.
would you go if they
You know,
If they
would you
told us
go if
not
they
to,
told you
no,
they were
no.
only
Yeah,
gonna
actually,
give
yeah.
you those 20 little specks? Would you go?
I might have went anyway.
I would have gone too.
Yeah, I probably would have went too. I mean, it is an opportunity of a lifetime. I never even thought of going to Greenland. Like, does anybody go, yeah, my, to-do list, I'm gonna go to Greenland. Not a lot of people,
Well,
So, but I'm glad I did. It's beautiful there. The people are
gorgeous.
beautiful. The water is amazing. Minke whale, we tried minke whale. That was amazing. Yeah, the people were amazing. It was cool. I liked it.
and you know what? That's the thing that
Oh.
we've heard from everybody that's been up there that we've had on this show. Because what was the first show from up in Greenland? Was that-
Ice Cold Gold.
Ice
Ice cold gold.
Yours was frozen gold, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The guys from Ice Cold Gold were on our show, so and they said the same thing. Reis said the same thing. Ellie said the same thing. The people there are just fantastic. They're just so friendly.
Oh yeah, very nice people.
I
Yeah.
need to say hi to a friend in the chat. He's one of the badass beep miners I've ever prospected with. Bedrock
Hi.
Bennett.
Bedrock Bennett,
Hey, hi.
Booyah, brother.
LVPA for life.
Along with Smith's Gold, he's another one. If Two Toes
Yep.
jumps in and says hi, he's the sensei.
Oh, the sensei.
Did you get any good advice from what was Two Toes was there, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Gary was
Oh, yeah.
there. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Can't
we
forget
tried to-
Top Cat with those people either. He's top
Yeah.
notch.
Oh man, he was awesome. Him and his wife were amazing. They just kind of helped us with any little thing, like, oh, do you need a plate? Do you need this? Do you need that? Like, just amazing. I loved them. They were amazing.
Yeah, that was an awesome event. I loved the whole thing,
Yeah.
We did have a man come up to us and say he related to us in the show because he also went through a lot of the same struggles, and our mother was in the hospital on the show, and he was going through the same thing with his mother going through the hospital and around the same time. And he was just like, he really connected to us. He drove hella far just to have us sign his gold pan. And I thought that was awesome. Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Smith's Gold says now Christina wants to go to Greenland.
Let's go. I have friends that are like, they have mines out there. What was it? The Danish, one of the guys, Herluf, he still has a mine out there, and he's like, whenever you guys want, come out. But,
Yeah, and WY Gold says, hey, you guys got open invitation to his spot.
let's go.
Where's that at?
Yeah.
Where's that
Oh,
at?
he's from San Diego, but I believe his claim's in Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dry washer, we can do that.
Yeah. I still have a brand new washer I haven't even used yet.
You'll have to watch out for his mining partner, the old Swiftwater Tony, though.
Water, huh?
That guy, he has mannequins in his bedroom,
Mannequins. Everybody needs love. I ain't judging. I don't judge nobody. That's awesome.
No, not you, Randy, Scotty, Tony, Swiftwater Tony.
Swiftwater, the other Tony.
The other Tony.
Man, I can.
Oh, man.
Sorry. Hey, like
Have you met Swiftwater?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
No, okay. I was.
Names.
If you
could
go
look-
to the GPA Golden Treasure Show in Arizona, you'll probably end up meeting old Swifty.
Okay.
Also, he's one of the co-hosts on GPS
Prospectors Radio.
Prospectors Radio on Sundays and Wednesdays. Gold Prospectors Radio.
Nice.
Let's see. So, did you? I know you guys didn't find any gold, or very little, I should say.
Yeah. We were just on the gold before we had to leave. So hopefully we will have a
Right. So, did you bring any gold home with you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any rubies?
Yes.
You know you were well. You know.
Yeah.
Should you have said yes?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, actually, we got okay. They had us fill out all because we also got Uperlite too. Did Ellie tell you about the Uperlite we found?
I don't remember.
Okay. I was actually thinking about posting us finding it. Kim, my sister, she has a special light that she ordered from a guy that would make our lights for the Bonita White here in California. And we knew that rubies had the same, luminescence type of thing. So she had ordered these special lights and she was the first one to step out. And she noticed that it looked like embers, like glowing, coals, embers on the ground. And she's like, Tiff, look what these lights are doing. And pick it up and they look like fire in your hands. It's so cool. I guess I will post that video of us.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's called Uperlite.
Yeah, Uperlites. They come from Uperlites.
Yeah,
That's a coin name. It's copyrighted now, the word Uperlite, but I forget what she called them.
Sodalite.
Sodalite.
Sodalite, yeah, Sodalite, yeah.
Right.
So Sodalite is a big umbrella. There's a lot of things under.
It covers all of it.
It does.
Yeah, Uperlites were originally, they were found in the Upper Peninsula, hence the name Uperlites.
Yeah, some guy on a beach was walking and found like 2017, 16, something like not too long ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's not too
Maybe
long ago.
2011, I don't know, somewhere around there. I remember it wasn't that long ago.
But and then another guy, I don't know if it's the same guy, but somebody recently patented the name Uperlite for his product, which is a flashlight.
It's his whole thing. He makes
It's his whole business.
He has a show coming up. He does hunts.
You know him?
Uperlites.
You do? Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we met him at the Gold Show here in Columbus.
Yep.
Yeah,
and bought his Uperlites.
I do have one of his flashlights.
Yeah, he's the guy that made our flashlights from Way Too Cool. It's called Way Too Cool. And he says that they're really good friends and they work together. It's just a small world, I guess, in this mining community. Like seriously, they went together on a light and stuff. And the reason why we had especially make our lights, because in Greenland, you have the twilight hour. It never gets really, really dark. So we needed something super strong, stronger than normal UV lights to penetrate daylight as well. So he was like, all right, I'm on it. And then, so every time I used them, I made sure you could see the logo Way Too Cool, because, that's my boy.
That's right. Just like we wore the Roaring Camp t-shirts and stuff, anything to help the community,
Yeah, I think it was on episode 2, I have on the Roaring Camp t-shirt, and Roaring Camp got called up a lot, like, do you know these girls are on the show wearing a Roaring Camp t-shirt? And they're like, wait, who? And then we know them so well, they seen it and it was like, oh my God, it's the twins. What are these girls up to?
I hope they gave you free passes for Roaring.
Oh, they gave
Camp.
us gear. They gave us some gear, but we go there every year faithfully, and I will pay every time. I always find gold, and they're just really amazing.
Well, right. That's when I started following you guys. Had those a couple videos up for you at Roaring Camp, learning about looking for gold.
Oh,
And I thought that was so cool.
That was our first thing.
Yeah,
that's how we learned from them, from the old timers that went there. Like,
absolutely. You know, that's one of the things that we push on this channel to the new people that just starting. You tell them, join a local club. Just even if it's just for a first year, join a local club, join GPA. They're the ones that are going to help you get started.
Yep.
After that, you want to continue, fine. If you don't, you go on your own, you know.
Right.
But at least get some experience quickly. Otherwise, you're going to wind up like some people I've seen spend thousands and thousands of dollars and then give it up.
Oh, I hear that, Jesse. When we had Paystreak Enterprises, Daryl Grimley and I in Cedar Woolley, Washington, these guys, they'd find a little bit of gold. They get all jacked up with gold fever. Oh, I know I'm gonna get rich. I want a 5-inch dredge with there, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, maybe you should just start off with the
No. That's what I want. All right, lay your money down.
That's right. And or a big huge high banker setup, and then they get out there a couple times and they don't find as much as they think they're gonna find. They work a lot harder than they think they have to, and they're like, oh man, no, here you go. How much will you give me for this dredge? Well, it will cost you 12% on consignment.
I moved up to Georgetown, so I live in Volcanoville. We just had that really the mosquito fire, so we just had that, all that. But when I moved up here, I made it a point to meet my neighbors and people here because this is gold country. And I met this miner. His name is Doug, and his wife calls him Dig, Doug, Dig. So anytime you ever hear me say Dig, Doug, Dig, like he is my literal neighbor. He knows. I've learned so much from about finding gold nuggets just in the mountains, not even like prospecting near the water. We're not even near any.
Right.
Oh,
so
right in the middle of a good story. Big Doug was in the last video I watched of you.
Yeah, he's amazing. He helped me learn how to use the STC. He had his STC, and the few times that we went out, he was like, you listen to the wee woo,
right.
toes and stuff. And you know, being a musician, we have that ear. So it's like helping, you know, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't even have bought a detector. Like, he's amazing. But I love learning from everyone. And I think
absolutely
that's what I love about it.
We all have the same basic knowledge, you know, but each one of us have our own technique. Each one of us have, you know, so it's always good to be open about what somebody's pointing out to you, what somebody's showing you.
Yeah.
You know, even if you don't take all of it,
you
may get a piece of it that works for you.
Yeah. Areas as well. I've been here and we all specialize in different areas. Like Tiffany's the city, I'm in Georgetown, you guys are where you are, and we go, you know, where the gold is around us. So somebody comes from Georgetown to where you are, you know, getting to know you would probably be the first thing they'd want to do, you know. So that's how
that's right.
Not necessarily me, but yeah.
Yeah. You.
No, not me. I'm new at this. Trust me.
Yeah, I and that's the best thing, is to go out with people who are pretty seasoned and just follow them and learn. And I'm always learning, and I'm always willing to learn. And you know, some people learn from me. I think I got a little something. You know, some people learn from me a little bit.
There's like Moto Mining says, I still don't use large gear. uses, small equipment. And that probably works really well for him because of probably the hiking he's got to do. And,
Well, his name's Moto Mining because he uses a motorcycle to get to his spots.
Right.
So he can't carry a
light.
lot of big gear. I believe Moto does a lot of sniping too when they're not freezing on Vancouver Island. But he does help our friend Andy Thrax Mining a lot though too. Where as we know, Andy's got into a bigger operation.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
That is the
No,
dream.
you didn't.
That's the dream.
That's,
Big operation.
that's everybody's dream.
Wow.
The dream.
I don't want a
yeah.
big operation. I just want a big payout.
I just want a crown of gold. Can I get a crown?
Yeah.
I just want a crown. Just want
Yeah, just
Hopefully Kimberly will be able to get back on.
That's
Like
very
you
good.
said, Tiffany, her internet sucks up there.
Yeah, it does. It does. But that's okay. That's
Uh,
okay. I'm here in Yuba City, so it's a little better. for me.
I kind of would rather be the prospector that finds the mother lode than sells it to a major mining company or something, and I
Oh.
get wealth from their hard work.
Did you guys hear what's going on in Nevada City? There's a
No,
mining company that wants to dig underneath these people's homes. Yeah.
Buy my
When-
home, put me in a better one, sure.
So, okay, so I went to the fair in Nevada City and I see this, stop mining booth or whatever. And I'm gonna go over there. So I went over there. I'm like, what's going on? And she tells me that some big corporation owns the mineral rights on her land. And that there's a huge neighborhood that have gold underneath their homes. And they want to start tunneling about 200 feet down underneath all these people's property. And she asked me to sign it. I couldn't sign it because I'm a minor and it just felt bad to do. So I didn't sign it. But at the same time, I was like, why are you not
that's
digging
kinda-
in your own backyard? They just told you that your gold. But anyways, I heard about this.
But
Have
well,
you fellas heard about
there's the dilemma, right? Even as a landowner, she
You don't
can't
know.
dig for that gold
I know.
because she doesn't have the rights to that mineral. Now, as the mineral rights owner, how do you get that gold out without destroying people's lives?
Well, she's like, if they dig under my house, my house could fall into the ground.
Oh,
Literally,
yeah,
they want
yeah.
to start tunneling underneath
Right.
these people's homes to get the gold out. And I guess she was telling me that this company, I can't remember the company, doesn't have a very good track record with situations like this. So I was on the fence about signing it, but I didn't sign. But still, like, man, that's a
Yeah,
crappy
that's kind of a
situation
hard.
to be in.
Yeah, no kidding. It's yeah, because I feel I can see both sides.
Yeah. Me too.
I can see both sides.
Me
As a prospector, a person that goes out looking for gold and knows the importance of mining, to our way of life, to the whole world's way of life. It's hard. And then at the same time you go, yeah, but people live there.
Yeah.
What Ed said is it would be right.
I don't know.
Buy my property,
Yeah.
put me in a better place than I am now,
Yeah.
That-
Yeah.
and then fine. Don't make me lose anything. If you're gonna put me in a better spot,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a better spot.
Yeah. There's got to be a better spot. Yeah. But in meantime, I'd be a little, and dig my own little tunnel while I was there.
No, well, yeah,
Just
What they
saying.
don't know, won't hurt you. Except the problem is,
I was digging a pool, man. I wanted a pool.
my pool goes.
I want a 5-bedroom house, 3 bathrooms, a built-in
That's right.
swimming pool, jacuzzi, sauna.
Exactly.
That's
That's right. Absolutely.
Well,
But
I mean,
here's the problem.
old timers, so
But-
they used to build their houses on top of their loads, so nobody would see them digging. They would have.
Yeah,
holes
well, here,
in their
right,
houses.
that's, but you gotta remember what kind of gold you're talking about.
Ooh,
In
low.
Nevada,
Yeah.
in Nevada, it's like micro gold. I
Well,
mean,
this
it's,
is Nevada City, which is in California.
in California.
Yeah, it's.
I
it's-
was thinking in Nevada.
Yeah, I know.
itself.
I got it confused too a few times because I was looking for a good fair, like a state fair, carnival type fair for the kids. And it's in the middle of the forest in Nevada City. It's beautiful. My favorite fair because it's just covered by these tall, beautiful trees and stuff. And that's where the lady had the booth at. And that's when I learned about it. But yeah, it's here in California and they have a productive mine not too far from where they all live. So they're thinking that it's going underneath
Well,
all
you know
the-
it is. You know
Oh
it is.
yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, I would want a pool. If I owned that property, I'd want a pool. And it'd be just a really deep one, like about 200 feet.
So, well, so you're talking about hard rock mining then.
Yeah.
Gotta be, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be. But
Well,
very
I
interesting.
don't know.
There's mining in California, Rock Butcher. Yes, there's a lot of eco fruit bats out there, but they're still mining.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mariposa, Coulterville. There's
1621 is still in operation, and
Yep.
any hard rock mine still going to town.
a lot of them are the ones that are claiming they're finding other things and basically going, this is what I'm actually mining for, whether it be.
But this is a byproduct. Gold's a byproduct.
Gold is a byproduct. Yeah, that's right. It's a way around it. Loophole.
Terry Curry Jim called them stump humpers. Oh my goodness.
So did you just have an event, or are you getting ready to have an event?
Oh, us? It was our
Yes.
birthday party. We're musicians as well. We're in the Sacramento Hall of Fame for music. I play bass guitar and sing lead in a band, and my sister plays rhythm guitar. And we won 3 Sacramento Music Awards. We're in the Sacramento Hall of Fame. But music was our first love, and then mining.
Awesome. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I was wondering what that was about.
I've
I knew
seen
I
some
wasn't gonna be there,
pictures
so.
of you two playing. So.
Yeah, we've opened up for John Legend, Alicia Keys, War, Tower of Power, Journey, a few.
Or still playing?
Oh, this was a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
I haven't started. I haven't played in the major, playing for quite some time now.
Well, I'll plug my nephew's guitars to you then. Check out Veritas Guitars. We're out of Vancouver, Washington, now in Nashville, Tennessee. Custom builder of fine guitars.
Ooh.
We've jammed in Memphis, Tennessee on Bill Street.
Yep, plenty of times.
Yeah, we have family out there, so.
If you see this right here, I practice afterwards.
Yeah.
I am at my bandmate's house. I'm in a band called Volcano Villains. We're right here in Philadelphia.
Right on.
So that's why I'm here. The lead singer was running around, got off work, but I live in the forest in Georgetown, and he's got good internet. I don't, and he's literally like 5 minutes from my house. So I was like, dude, I'm gonna come up and use your internet. He's like, all right, but I'm just off work. I'm like, I don't care.
I don't care. I'm coming. I'm crashing your pad.
But I love everyone here, like Doug and Pete and Nick and everybody that I've met here. They're just like amazing. It's like family already. Like I love them. Like Doug is a gold miner. He's my neighbor to the right, and my neighbor to the left is a musician, and I'm right in the middle. And I'm like, this is perfect. I'm like,
That's a musician prospector. I'm loving it.
That sounds like a song.
No doubt. No doubt.
Oh yeah. Wait till you guys see the Miners musical I'm inventing. Wait till you see that.
Oh. Miners musical.
The Miners
we're waiting for it. We're
yeah,
waiting
it's coming.
for it.
It's coming. It is.
David
I'm out in the
Bogan,
field
what's up, buddy?
too much to not make up songs while I'm out there digging away. So made it easy.
Yeah, do you do that? Do you make up songs while you're digging?
Yes.
Already.
Yeah, we have a few mining songs on our site. When the hose was heavy, we have a song called The Heavy Hose. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, we came up with a song idea.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Dirty Wet Women.
Guilty.
That's what I'm saying, man. Dirty wet women. They're our gold diggers, man. They'll wear pretty clothes and then put on a pair of hip waders and go dig in the dirt.
That's right.
Or swimsuits that says gold diggers on it.
Yep.
Or that. There's always that.
It's funny. My mom was like, "Why are you wearing that? Gold digger has a totally different meaning." And I was like, "Yeah, but it's a pun, okay? Because we're gold diggers, like literally."
Right. Tell her there's two kinds of gold diggers, and you're the latter and the better.
That's
Yeah,
right.
funny to me. But I seen him, I was like, "Tiffany, we gotta get these." Yeah, I love it. I love
Otis, how you doing,
Otis.
brother? Yeah, he's a good
Every time somebody
personal
says
brother of ours.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Good old Otis.
He was at Camp America, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I love him.
Now, our friend Derek from BC says, on that note, got gold porn?
Oh,
Oh, yes.
oh yeah.
I didn't bring my gold. I didn't bring my gold, but
You have to excuse me for a minute.
All right, because it was going to come sooner or later, because we have a bunch of gold pervs in our house.
Yes, we do.
So they like their gold porn.
well, I
Kimberly.
did it. Take 5 minutes.
I should have warned you before.
Yeah. Here's a little gold porn for you, Kim. Those 3 nuggets I found in California with 2 toes. And that other one is like a nugget that I call the dirty bird.
Oh, nice. Yeah, dirty bird. It looks like a mess.
Yep, that's why.
Number
one symbol.
He don't have his other naughty one.
I had a better one.
Oh,
I had an awesome one.
Did you? I have one to look. I do know that for sure.
Oh, my copy.
GoPro, don't worry, they're gonna show it, so you can still be subscribed to them. Don't be beep.
Yeah, I wish I should have brought mine.
Oh, I didn't warn you. I usually ask, but I thought maybe you would have been at Tiffany. My bad, Kimberly.
We would have had.
I was going. I have it almost 2 hours away from me, so that would have been a 4-hour trip for probably about $100 in gas. So I was like, you know what?
Right.
No biggie. Tiffany will feed their hunger.
Yeah, she should. She's got some good ones that she just got. We're their first detector. We had one out in basically the fire area here in Mosquito, the Mosquito fire area, and we covered up some really, really good nuggets. Got a few of them actually. Tiffany, her first nugget she found are SDCs, 2.1, I think. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah, I mean, she cried when she found it because, like, it's, you know, when you have kids and stuff like that, you question whether or not you should actually spend that much money on a detector. And she was contemplating it like, God, should I? And then her husband really wanted to buy it for her birthday. And so he bought it, and she found 3 nuggets the first day out. So,
Awesome.
yeah, just.
Well, I know I watched Two Toes bought his, and within a couple of videos, he had found enough gold to pay for it. So.
That for sure.
Oh,
I want the 6,000 bad. I want the 6,000 so bad. I 6,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big chunk, huh?
Yeah.
One day.
But I want it so bad. I've seen my brothers out handfuls of nuggets out here in Georgetown, just with their 6,000, because nobody has those. Nobody has those. Everybody has the cheaper ones, and so the places that have been hit hard, they're going out there and finding good gold because they can penetrate the ground even more. So.
Oh yeah, and everybody else has already gotten the trash out of the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my boy Sean to come out, who has like that real big one. I can't remember which one it is, but it's like a huge one. He has to have a strap on his back with it and hold it. I don't know which one that is, but yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
John Wolf Prospecting. Hello. Spencer 17. How you doing?
Hey. Welcome back, Ray. Ray's backing out.
Welcome back, Ray. David Bogan, good to see you. Say hi to Mita. Make sure you subscribe to the twins. I'm gonna pin their channel link to the top of the chat.
What is that one? That one's from Roaring Camp. This one.
Oh, let me pin you. Let me pin you.
Let him pin you
I'm
up.
gonna pin you up, girl.
Then if you could bring it closer to the camera lens, down just. I guess it gets confusing. Go backwards. There we go. A little closer.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, just hold it still now.
Now
Looking focused.
a beautiful smile and a nugget. Who could ask for anything more?
Yay!
Hey.
That's one. That's right.
Rock Butcher says, "Ooh, that's a nice one."
Right? Woohoo!
All right, 270. We can get them higher, people. We could get them higher.
This is the one that I found recently. If you guys look, this one, oh my God, I cried. I sure did. Oh my God, come out of here. So this is the one that it's so heavy. That gold out there was so heavy. This one I got at when I first got my SDC. This is the
video you just did.
Yeah. So that one's that
nice.
one. It's so heavy.
What did it wind up weighing?
I think it was straight up 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent.
Nice.
And then there's the other 2 that I found while I was there. So I found 3 altogether. Another one.
A little closer. There, hold it. Nice.
David Bogan says the smile's better than the nugget. Don't let Mita read that. Mita might hit you with a frying pan, David.
Now this is a quartz, golden quartz.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah.
Is that the Screamer Mine?
Yeah, this is from the Screamer Mine.
From Shannon, from Amra. We're blessed to go out there and help him detect some of his gold out there.
Nice. In Shannon's Hard Rock Mine?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Well,
that guy.
I think somebody else owns it.
Yeah, I love him.
A little weird, but he's awesome.
Now, anyone who's not familiar with Shannon Poe, he's the president of AMRA, does a lot of great things for the mining community. He's in a bit of trouble now, so reach out to him, help him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he just got, did he get arrested or
he's things and he's doing big movements for the community, and that's what happens when you fight against what they fair for you based on the fact they can't tax gold because they don't know how much you found. So they'll do whatever, say the fish are dying because of you,
My
everything.
first gold bar that I made.
Nice. What's that way?
It's my, I don't, I can't, I don't
Ooh,
remember.
better bring that closer. We have people drooling in the chat room.
This was a lot of the finds that we collected over
Yeah.
or whatever. And so Kim bought this. What is it? What was it?
And I think,
Yeah,
Quick
she
kill.
bought one and she
yeah.
attempted to do that and got scared and it took a while, but we did it.
There you go. Practice makes perfect.
Grow up.
Yeah, she was scared.
Yeah, that's right, Rock Butcher. That's a gold bar that they made with the gold they found.
It looks good.
I'm thinking the same thing, Moto. I was thinking like 3 ounces. Moto seems to think 4.
Anyways, I have gold.
That it is, Terry. It's
she
definitely
knows
a
what it
pointy
is.
night.
She knows what it. She just ain't saying.
I ain't saying no.
No, tell them.
But this will always be my favorite because it was one of my very first big nuggets that I found at Roaring Camp here in California. It's just
Cool.
one of my
I have
favorites.
yet to
Too
been
bad
to
Kim
Roaring
doesn't
Camp.
have her half because this is just my half. She has her half too. So
I have a whole box that stays full of all my gold.
well, she has a
I'm
little more
giving
free
it to my
time
daughter.
than I do. So I don't have that much free time, but she gets out a lot more than I do. And
Oh,
her
okay.
gold is even more impressive than mine. So next time.
So
Yeah,
have
if
you have you
I had
guys
10 minutes,
done,
I'd go grab it because I'm literally.
have you guys
Yeah, no.
done any other type of treasure hunting? I know you said you wanted to do some lost treasure hunting. Have you done any yet? Or are you researching anything in
Yes,
particular?
there was one. And if you go to our first YouTube channel, it's called The Crystal Hound. And it was about Rattlesnake Bar and how Rattlesnake Jake or something like that, he had robbed a stagecoach and hid the gold in a cave nearby Folsom Lake here in California. So we did some research and started out, and it took us a week and a half to find this hidden cave. And within that cave, there's something that really looks like a crystal dragon. I know it sounds crazy, but just check out the video. There's all types of caverns that are in there, and it was so tight, such a tight squeeze for us to get inside this cave. But once you got in, it's as big as a mall. They closed it down in the early 1800s because people were starting to like graffiti. So when I went in there, I have a picture of some of the signatures that are on there, and it's like 1870 something, and it's under stalagmite. Like you could see it through all the crystals and stuff. It's pretty cool. We haven't put it on our YouTube channel yet. Didn't find any gold, but there are further caverns in there, but it was pretty scary because in the video you can see how small that hole was to shimmy through there, so we haven't gone back yet, but yeah, you should check that out. Or maybe
Spelunky's fun. Exploring.
You said they closed it?
we had to sneak on some property. It wasn't our fault.
A couple of bad girls.
I didn't know. It wasn't a fit.
No, it was.
I didn't know.
There you go. Denial.
You had a.
I don't
It might have
know.
been. It could not have been. It could have been public. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you.
You could have had a telephoto lens you took those pictures with.
Yeah.
I did that from my car.
Yeah. No, these stalagmites didn't take forever to. No, that was me. That was just some water. That was ice.
Well, that was like what, 10, 15 years ago. It's beyond limitations.
Yeah. Yeah, sure was.
Okay, so you didn't break the law. That's good to know.
No, never.
Okay. So any other things that you guys are thinking about getting into? Like, so now you've got metal detecting. Are you only gonna go for gold? Or are you gonna plan on maybe looking for history or relics or
I
Search
love it
dumps
all.
relics
for
are
tin
history.
cans of gold coins.
I love it all. Yes. Please send us all the stories that are anywhere near our vicinity because we will definitely check it out.
Whatever
love-
you do, don't
I'm
tell
sure.
everybody.
I'm sure. Well, you said you researched. You probably did find a lot of lost treasures, especially out in California. All the legends and stuff out there.
There is, but it's so short in detail. Like there's the one out there by Trinity that this guy, he had found a floater and he went into town and he got sick for some reason, ended up dying, and nobody knows what that is, but they knew the walk from the hospital to where he was. And so people are still looking for that. And I'm down for it all. Maybe I haven't heard of one. If you could send one my way, that would be great. I would be down to explore it.
Yeah, I know some here in Ohio.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at, every state has their versions of their lost treasures and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Some from like here, like I'm in Toledo. There's been robberies in the past where supposedly the people trying to get away had thrown strong boxes and bags of money over the bridge into the river. But
yeah,
who knows?
That's fun stuff. Yeah, Spanish coins.
Yeah, there's one here, not far from where I live.
Yeah.
Where some people robbed a house, took a massive coin collection, and was being chased by the cops, and they threw the whole collection.
Yeah, we still need to get there. That bedrock's really shallow in the Monterey
Yeah, that
River
bedrock
there,
is shallow
too.
in that area.
Yeah.
So who knows? One day we'll get there. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm ready. Let's go.
That was actually a story that was told to me by a police officer a long time ago about this happened like in the 40s and 50s. It was so who knows?
Yeah. Out here they would rob the Wells Fargo stagecoaches.
Right.
And that's where all our stories came from. Out this way, I don't know if it's the same for you guys.
And gold.
Well, San Joaquin Marietta, wasn't it the namesake of the San Joaquin Valley? He robbed a lot of mines too, if I remember right.
Yeah, and if you can get the right mine that was really good, but as far as rich, but the processing mine was really far away, that's where they leave a lot of the small specimens, but rich still, but they were smaller because they can only take the best ore because they're so far to travel, so you find those mines, those are to check their tailings.
That kind of reminds me of some of the stuff our friend from California, he's a geologist and a writer for International California Mining Journal, Chris Ralph. Don't overlook those dumps, and they'll pile stockpiles in certain corners.
That's right.
As Jeff Williams would also tell you, check the honey pots too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to reach into a honey pot to get someone's gold. That's for sure.
Okay, so let's give them the hypothetical.
All right.
Oh, the new owner of California Mining Journal's in the house. How you doing, Josh? Welcome.
Sure enough, welcome. So money's no object.
Uh,
There are no laws against it. Where would you like to go prospect? Anywhere.
Dang, Mongolia, Africa. Like I'd go everywhere. I'd probably have like yeah, California's cool, but I would have like a big jet that's kind of like an RV, you know, freaking just jet everywhere. And mine,
Australia, I would love to go out there. I see what they're pulling out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's really funny you say.
I see
Alaska, even though it's
those-
small, they got some good
really
gold out there.
rusty looking. Yeah.
The Far
I go
East,
everywhere.
the East also has a lot of gold. You know, you mentioned
Right.
Mongolia. They've got not just gold, but lots of gems. You know,
Yes.
out in that part of the world, that tons of gems. You know, go
I
down to
wonder
Brazil and get some of
The
that agate.
stories out there. I wonder
Oh,
the treasure lost stories out there. Could you imagine? Like we don't even have access to those types of treasure lost in the jungle type things. Like we don't have any of that information. That would be so cool. Could you imagine?
What about a submarine? A submarine. Okay. A submarine.
With a
With a
dredge?
there you go.
and
on the bottom.
With a dredge? A
submersible-
submarine with a dredge? Sounds good to me.
well, you'd have to go to like where would that be? The Marianas Trench. That's like the deepest part of the ocean.
Yeah.
That's
Wherever
where
you
the
guys
gold
wanted
would
to
be,
go.
wouldn't it? Where the
Oh,
gold
in
would be.
our luck, we'd find like the hugest deposit of solid gold and don't want to leave it and die down.
No, I'm not.
Go up
You
and
mean,
get air. I'm not leaving you down here with this. You go up and get air.
you mean like the monkey with the hand in his jar can't get it out because he won't let go of the apple?
Exactly. Exactly. That'd be ass. You
It's
leave. No,
mine.
you leave. You go. No, you go.
Oh, you can throw it to me. Throw it to me.
Exactly. We found it. Now how are we gonna get it out? I don't know.
Right.
Oh no.
Brad
That's the
Walsh,
guy trying.
he's like, but Australia has big gold.
Yeah.
I didn't ask him about that, Brad, because you said your wife wouldn't like it too much if you were their guide. But he said earlier, let them know if you want big gold, you need to come to Western Australia. And I asked him, are you going to be their guide? And he blamed it on his wife.
They usually do.
They do.
They usually do. It's sadness. It's sadness because that's what I'm saying because it was like that a
No.
lot for us, because the wives and I'm married. I've been happily married for 16 years. I have two
Nice.
kids.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I love the camaraderie, and it's not my fault that there's not a lot of women in this industry. So,
More and more.
I want to plead to the wives, please come with us.
Come
Come along,
Right.
because
You hear that,
I need this
Brad?
camaraderie. I need this, community, and I can't. It's not my fault that it's mostly men. It's been like that forever. So ever since the gold rush, there has never been a lot of women in this industry. But I'm here, and I need the knowledge from these men to help me go out there and find the gold, just like they did. Somebody taught them. I just
Sure,
would like the
absolutely.
same.
Oh,
the same
our friend and the gentleman that actually told them about Blue Leads outing, Mayhem. How you
Yeah,
doing,
Brendan.
brother? Brendan. Woo!
What up, brother? Uh-huh.
Now, my wife hates prospecting and thinks I am a tad bit crazy. What? Brad,
Yeah, that's normal.
maybe the ladies could change their mind when they're visiting you and staying with you while they're in Australia.
Exactly.
But we know
Although,
more
again-
Aussies than Brad. How about you, Terry? Or some of our Tassie friends, Come
I want
on.
to go to Australia.
Yeah,
seriously.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
you and I both, sister.
Well, let's go, brother, because I'm ready. I'm ready.
Let's go.
I see our brothers and sisters out there, you know, getting that gold, and man, I just want to join them. You know, look at that.
Just think, and you come when I initially invited you guys over a year ago, and come and hung out, you would have known us a whole lot better by now.
When was this?
A long time ago. You'd have to search way back
you'd
into
have to
your
talk to
chat.
Kimberly about
Yeah,
Kimberly.
you have to talk to Kim, because I'm not really in the loop like my sister is. So blame it on her. It's all your fault.
Well, now whenever I talk to you, I'll talk to the AU Twins chat. That way it's both of you instead of one or the other. Same with you, Jesse. How's that?
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best.
So I'm always down to go. It's just Tiffany with the kids and you know, finances and stuff. It's just hard to go really far, but you know.
But here's a plan. We can make it happen.
I have a daughter who's 18, and she's with her dad most of the time, so I do have more time than she does. You know, but for us to go together is always ideal, because you know, I love being around my sister.
Yeah.
That's hard to get that together.
Terry Marshall says he could take him out in Victoria, Australia.
Hey, let's go.
I could probably hook you up with Chris Bogus of Bogus Prospecting too. I'm sure he'd be happy. I'm sure his wife would understand.
She could come. They could come. I'm serious. Like, it's not like that at all.
Yeah, they're not a couple of vixen guys.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get your guys. It's guys.
They just want our gold, guys.
Just want your knowledge.
I have something to offer as well, because I have a connection with gold, and I seem to find it on my own pretty good. So, you know.
I have to address, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I have to come in here because we got a large super chat, fairly large super chat. And after this, I'm going to share it with you.
Oh, yeah, super chat.
All right, our friend, the world's greatest moderator. I posted in the group chat here, but Jesse didn't say it. Have either one of you done tanning and panning?
Wait, what?
Yes, they did at Blue Leads outing. Watch the video.
Got a tan and pan. I mean, yeah, man, of course. We're in California. This is the best place to tan and pan.
Melanin in your skin, you're gonna just get dark, you know. Tanning and panning.
Yeah, it's just that's it.
Yeah, I don't imagine you have to work too hard at tanning.
No, don't. It's dark.
Every 15 minutes it's darker, and that's fine. It's okay. That's okay, because every 15 minutes more gold.
I have no problem with that either.
More gold. Every 15 minutes, more gold.
It would have come up, Bill. Stay sub to them. Be quiet. He's like $10 for a question. I'm unsubbing. Whatever. You'll be back next week, Bill.
You guys
wait a minute. When have I not asked your questions when I've seen them? Stop that.
Right. What was that, Kimberly?
Oh no, I was just saying, make sure everybody subscribes to the AU Twins as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're at 270 the last time I checked. Yes. I'm gonna refresh the page, guys, and we better have more. If we could, oh, you guys disappointed me. Every one of you should be subscribed to them. Wah, 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 wah. Thanks for the super chat, Mr. Lodak, and you're more than welcome, brother. Laugh out loud. Josh, Rinky,
Oh,
Is tanning and panning the same as a nude gold prospecting?
yes.
I guess that depends on the area. With
Yeah. How discreet is the area?
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
know.
you know.
Did Tim from Blue Lead, did he get nude while he was having
I was
his
just gonna,
outing?
I was just gonna ask
No, I
Josh.
don't think he did.
If I seen that, it would be on my YouTube channel already. Just
Yeah,
because of that.
when you're on the Yuba with that gentleman, and I guess it might have been because we're just the guys. Ask Dano, you gotta be careful when you go around him sometimes.
He
Huh,
butt
Dan?
naked right up. He hits the river.
And
That's okay. Hey,
Yeah.
it's fine. That's fine with me. You know, I would sit here and you know, I don't lie. So yeah, I have been topless panning in. I have a claim in Shasta. I'm not going to tell you exactly where, but there's been times where it's so hot where yeah, I'm topless out there panning. So it is what it is. I get the nude thing. I get it. It's yeah, you know.
One more pan. So nude panning helps keep claim jumpers away. At least for me, it does.
If
I mean, sometimes it's too hot. Shit. You know?
Yeah, and I'm like 12 different colors too. I'm super dark here, kind of light here, really dark here, so really light here.
Yeah.
I need to open it out sometimes. You can't just like.
It depends on what you're wearing that day, right?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, I know that. You know, wear a pair of socks or don't wear a pair of socks and wear sandals.
Oh my goodness, Kim, you and your water shoes, the one that had the hoop right up on top of the. Oh my god!
I have like a dot on the top of my foot, and like the rest of it's all white, and then I got dark around my ankle. It just looks like I have water shoes on all the time.
I said, Kim, what? She moon feet. Oh man.
Got to get the gold.
See
That's
where
right.
you started, Mr. Lodak?
No kidding. Even Ed's getting in on that conversation.
Hey, I will not knock anyone
dude.
for nuding and panning and none of that tanning. I say go for it. I say go for it. It's good for you. It's healthy. Go for it. Nude tanning.
Absorb more vitamin D that way.
Nuggets.
I say go for it. Why not?
Well, Randy Scotty Tony hid Bill's comment, so I couldn't undo it, so I had to view it and copy it. I thought it was worthy of posting. Because we all know a Bill, that's Ohio Relic Hunter. He's our chat room clown.
Okay.
You get a nuclear blast with that one, Mr. Lodak.
Mr. Lodak's feeling nice tonight.
Thanks for the super chat.
What can I see the chat? I want to see what these guys are saying. You're blessed.
He said
Oh,
best
there it is.
$30 ever.
I'll be expecting a check for $15.50 at the end of this. $15.75, $25.
So I see Rock Butcher here asking Flash in your pan, the girls, if Ellie carried her own samples out. Well, no. Kind of. She was right around the corner where she was sampling. So it was really easy for her to carry her samples because literally it was like right there while the rest of the team was almost 2 miles like that way. So yeah, she carried her 6 buckets of 3 months over there. She did.
So Rock Butcher is our another geologist friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all weird.
Geologist.
Just like us miners.
That's so great. That's so great. Oh my goodness. Season 2, we don't know yet. Every time we turn around, every time we think like, okay, there's not going to be another season, they're not showing it anymore. Okay, change my photos. Nope, they're playing it again. So we really don't know. And the first season, they kept us on our toes all the time. So we really don't know. They might probably have us back next year. I'm thinking.
Cool.
Yeah.
So now I have a
We are
question.
What?
I have a question that the
3 seasons.
Daniel and Ed and I were discussing earlier before you guys came on. Did you guys get paid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. See?
Yep.
did.
Scale.
11,000 for 2.5 months.
Oh, okay. And that might be worth your trip then, huh?
Might be.
Oh, and they paid for everything. So
Yeah,
we had per diem every day. Like,
Really?
well, it's like a paid vacation, and you're looking for gold too. Like, come on now,
Wow.
what else are you going to be doing? Looking for gold? So might as
Hey,
well get.
Ray,
might as
don't
well get
think
paid.
about Eric next time. I'll go, dude. I'll go.
It was awesome. I mean, again, we had per diem and everything. So anytime we, every week we had money for food and whatever, they just give us cash. And I think I have one video on my Instagram where I have like kroner and I have no idea what it's worth. And I'm just like, I throw it in the air, like, because I don't know what it's worth. It could be $2. I don't know. I just was playing with it, but it was cool. I love it.
One more Pam wants to know, did they buy the beer?
Oh yeah.
I guess you buy that with the per diem, or did they supply it?
They
All
both.
over.
Both.
We bought it.
Sam Brown is probably the most unique and most wonderful person I've ever met in my entire life. This man has the energy of a child, the smarts of an elder, and he and the comedian, like he is the best comedian ever. Okay, let me tell you a story. My sister, she bought a water pump. What did you buy? You bought a water pump, Kim, and some other stuff, right? Okay. We didn't need it, so she asked Sam to take it back to the store.
They wouldn't run my dirt. I could run sluice, my own recirculating pump. I was going to build all that out there because I wouldn't run my dirt, and I wanted to run my dirt, and we kept running spots that had no gold, and I'm like, there are golds over here. If you watch the show, like, we led them to the gold because they were not on it. So whatever. So I was like, I'm going to run my dirt, even if I have to spend $500 of my own money to build my own sluice, my own recirculating, got my pump, anyway, they ended up saying, fine, use our shit. Because I talked to them so much about it. They were like, just go ahead.
So she didn't use the pump, all right? So she didn't use none of that stuff. And she asked Sam to take it back to the store, right? So he's like, yeah, Kim, I'll take it back to the store, no problem. So he took it back to the store, and the store was like, it's been too long. You can't have the money back. You can't get it back. And Sam was like, but it's not used. It's right here. Like, it's like, it's a boat ride away. Like, how many, somebody really turns it in, like the 16 days span, like it takes forever to get anywhere. Anyways.
Right.
So he got upset. He walks up to their mannequin and takes the hand off the mannequin. He takes the hand off the mannequin. He was like, try to find another hand in Greenland. And he left the pump and walked out with the hand. And so he comes back. He comes back with the mannequin head and gives it to Kim. He was like, here you go. And she was like, what is this? He said, they wouldn't take it back, but I got their mannequin head. He was like,
oh my goodness,
trying to get a mannequin hand in Greenland. That mannequin is going to have no hand for so long.
Yeah, I mean, Sam you know, he's done,
Who thinks of that? Who thinks of that? Who thinks of taking a mannequin?
all that. He did it when he was really young, like in his early 20s, 22, 23. And so he's still really young. He's just had a daughter. And it's like, he's just this amazing, creative, funny, fun guy. The first time I met him, actually really met him, I was going to fight Ellie. And it was this big blowout.
Yes,
I had no idea who he was. But I don't give a F who you are. I needed a ticket back here right now. I don't want to deal with Ellie. I don't want to deal with none of this stuff. I want to go home, F the show, blah, blah, blah. I was just going off because Ellie at that point, I'm just going to say it real quick. She had made Christian cry. She had made Eric cry. She had said that everybody was smoking marijuana on the freaking mine, but it's highly illegal. And they were talking about strip searching us on the freaking, yeah, like I was going to get strip searched. And I'm like, I'm not going to jail in Greenland for no one. And I just went off. I was like, I had it. I overheard her telling them that we're digging in the wrong area. And we'd been mining for 375 days, mining our tails off, trying to freaking show that we knew where the gold was. And she's over there, you know, demeaning us, basically saying that we don't know what we're doing, that we're not geologists.
A letter to Renowned Films saying that Christian was doing the what is it, the excavator thing, and that we were all smoking weed and we all should be fired.
Yeah, that's that. And on top of that, I was like, I'm going to get strip searched. I'm not getting strip searched. And then she was
talking about strip searching us to find weed on us. And stuff. Mind you, Greenland don't have weed. I tried. Right. They ain't got it. I tried.
They can't even grow it.
They had, okay, the resin out there, brother, let me tell you, the resin out there, they were using Coca-Cola syrup for the THC resin to stick it.
Really?
To make, I don't know, but I wasn't messing with it.
So how I met Sam was I busted into the kitchen because I overheard her talking mess about me and my sister, not to mention my boys. All my boys are upset. Christian, the mine owner, all my friends are upset that she's basically causing havoc, you know, where it doesn't need to be. And I was just tired of her making everybody upset around me. Like, these are my boys, my brothers. I made them my brothers. And go up and talk mess to her, woman, but I can. And I took it upon myself that night to bust in there, and she turned ghost white because I was like Jerry Springer. Bah, 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 bah. No, really, I was. It was bad. And like,
oh my God, too bad freaking out.
Sam was like, whoa, because he's. Oh my God. So they're from Britain, so nobody ever says the B word, right? And I said it, and they all turned pale white, like, oh my gosh, you know, like they just like never heard the word before ever in life. And I'm like, I just went off, and Sam came to me and he was like, chill. Oh my God, count, breathe. And I'm going off. Next thing you know, he's just like, we have a lot of the same background. He grew up with just a single mom. So did I. And we just bonded. Like, that was my boy from then on. I love Sam. Sam is mom. And
is a unique, talented individual. I love that man. He's awesome. He's an awesome, creative dude. But Ellie, she was about to get. I was in bed, just took on my socks and shoes, and I hear my sister, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, put back on my socks, put back on my shoes. I run into the kitchen and I'm like, what's going on? She was saying this and she was saying that. I heard her. And I was like, oh shit, okay. And I'm holding her back. Ellie's scrunched up in a ball, right? And once my sister told me what she had said, she basically wrote a letter to the Renowned Films that we were smoking weed, which is illegal there, that Christian was running without an operation license, that, I mean, just basically all the dirt that nobody should be hearing in the first place, like dumb, jealous, dumb shit in the first place. And so she told me all of that. And after holding her back, they had to hold me back because I was ready to. I was was ready to. It was bad. It was really, really bad. Like,
That's not the end. Not the end of there. She did so much weird
she did a lot.
stuff.
She did a lot of weird.
So
things.
weird stuff that you don't do. I think that's why my sister and I, we grew up in South Sac. We grew up in the hood, and we grew up respecting people who we bond with. We don't betray, tell anybody hurt, and we're loyal. I am very loyal. Once you get into my circle, you're my friend for life. My best friends, they've all named their kids after
years. Like
we're definitely like not the one. We will love you forever. If you're in our circle, you're in our circle. And like I said, I got a nephew named Reis from my best friend. I have my other friend named her daughter after my daughter. It's just how we are. And when I made them my family, Christian, Ray, the claim owner, Alex, when I made them my family, and her just continually to hurt them for no reason but her own gain or her own dominance over the show, that just doesn't fly with me. These are my friends. These are, nope.
Yeah, she was a cold piece of work, that's for sure.
Yeah, I hear there was conflict about camera time and stuff, along with others.
You got that off your chest.
Yeah, exactly. She needed to.
Yeah, I know.
And that's why we're here.
YouTube, right?
Yeah, and Smith Gold loves drama.
I think with Ellie is that she has had such hard, like she's never had true friends or true family that maybe, and that's, she doesn't know how to act, so she's all about herself. I don't blame her. And I constantly was trying to, like, be her friend. Like I said, I've had friends like that before that didn't understand how to be friends because they had to fight so hard their own life that they
try too hard.
Yeah, they don't know how to they just don't know how to do it. And that's okay, And I've had friends that I had to teach, like, it's okay to, like, I'm not going to go anywhere. When I decide to love you, it's going to be forever, whether it be friends or, whatever. It's just how we are. I have an identical twin sister. I guess it's a built-in factor of, you're going to have to love this person forever. Like, regardless of all the BS her and I have gone through, we're cemented and solidified in that love and that bond. And I think even through our friendships, that's how we feel. Once we decide that you're in there for life, and we're going to accept you and all the flaws and all, because we're all human and we all make mistakes. And I feel like Ellie needs a hug, and I'm here to give her a hug. Like she does. Like she needs a hug and a true friend. And I'm like that. I'm okay with that,
Yeah.
Very cool.
It was really
right.
And so really Ellie, if you need a hug, Tiffany
I'm
will
here.
give you a
Ellie
hug, and Kimberly will beat you up.
I would have, but I think that she really needs to reflect and look at the show and reflect and look how she treats people and realize that, you just can't do that. Like, cause literally I got a email saying you need to see Ellie's new YouTube, and she's bashing us. She's saying that me, Tiff, and Eric were having some, her comments are saying that we're having some kind of threesome. Then she said we're glampers, we're not real miners, we don't know how to mine and all this stuff. And it's like, nobody ever says that about her. Like, I don't say, I just think that
it always freezes like at that part.
I don't know what her problem is. I don't know what it is. No, I'm just saying hurting people is not okay. When she does things that hurt people, that's not okay, and she can want or whatever she wants to do, be better, do whatever, think you're better than everybody or whatever. But when it comes to hurting people, that's not okay. And that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Well, like I said earlier, the show itself brings the drama to brings the drama. They put people together that they know are going to have friction. They know are going to be. They're looking for characters.
And they cause it
that's what
too, from what I understand. A lot of times they'll.
Right. From what we've been told by other people that have been on these shows, the drama sometimes is created. The drama is,
You want the ratings.
it's
about ratings.
I mean, have you ever watched the trailer to like a old like some other program, right? And you see all this stuff, all this bad drama's gonna happen, and this person's gonna walk out, and this person's gonna get in a fight. Then you watch the show, and none of that happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Or if it does happen, it's not. If it does happen, it's not in the way that they portray it in the beginning. So I guarantee you, part of it was they needed someone to be the bad guy. They made Ellie the bad guy.
In the back of my mind, I often think because Ellie has an acting background and so does Eric, that maybe they hired them for the drama. Now, I wouldn't know that personally myself. Like, they have never expressed that that's what they were hired for, but they're the only two that have like acting backgrounds. Eric graduated, he was in drama school, like so, and Eric too, she's in movies and stuff. I mean, Ellie too, she's in movies and stuff. So,
and like I said, we've talked to,
I don't know.
We've talked to quite a few of the people that have been on these shows, and they tell us this. Oh yeah, sometimes we'll have to do something will happen by accident, and the film crew won't catch them, so I have them do it over again, just so they can catch that little bit of drama.
Yeah.
And then, and, and it's not just your show; they all do it.
Yeah.
So for me, when I look at these shows, and then I talk to people like you that've been on these shows, I have to look at it and go, well, I know that they were brought together because this is the type of crew they wanted. The drama that you're seeing isn't always the real drama. I'm sure the real drama we don't get to see. The real drama.
Right.
The only drama we get to see is what they produce.
Never air that.
Yeah, exactly.
There was one part where, because there was the nugget that Christian was after, and when he finally had time, because if it wasn't for him, we probably would have all been sleeping out in the cold. Like, he really pulled that camp together. And so and I felt bad for him because I felt like he's a real prospector and he should be out there prospecting, but they had him building all types of stuff. So when he had a chance to go out and prospect, he had talked about that bedrock and that area over there. And I was super excited for him that he actually got a chance to go head out that way. Well, they decided to stick Ellie with him. And he was upset, but he's a good trooper, so he took her, with him. And that was when I don't know if you saw the show, but in the show, they find a pretty nice size, probably one of the biggest nuggets that we found while we were out there, or poker, while we were out there. But it was his target, it was his poker, and it was his daughter's birthday the following day, and he promised her for her birthday that she would get the first piece of gold that he found. Well, he had the targets, but he didn't bring a bucket, so all he had was her pan and his pan. It was his target, so he dug, and he had that suction thing. So he put some sediment in her pan and put some in his pan, and they pan it out, and his target ended up in her pan. And instead of saying, look, here's your target, I can't believe you found it, because it was his detector, his area, his everything. Anybody else that would have been there with him would have been like, brother, there it is, there's your target, that's what you're chasing. Instead, she claimed it for herself. And he was so upset that she did that because he promised her, his daughter, the first piece of gold that he found. And so there was a big controversy about that. And that was at the end of the show. Yeah, at the end of the show, everybody's getting their gold together, all the gold that they found, you know, we're submitting our gold, they're smelting it. It's time to bring it in, you know, everybody's bringing it. We're all in the room. And we go, Ellie, where's that poker that you found? Where, you know, that you and, you know, I threw it back in the river. There was too much controversy for us. I just threw it back in the river. Me and Kim looked at each other and we were like, I can't believe you made our friend cry. You kept this nugget for yourself and you threw it back in the river. That was it for me. I was ready to go too. I was ready. I was like, that's ridiculous. But she goes back home and there it is. She shows it in one of her videos. And I'm like,
yeah, I was just gonna say that's not the story I heard from her.
yeah, well,
you know how it is, Jesse. You know how it is. There's their story, there's the other story, and then there's the truth.
I know, because I was there and I don't have any problem giving props when props is due. Like, you found it, yay, find it. I'm happy when my brothers and sisters find stuff. That's great. I would hate for them to be sad when I find something. Why would I do that? That's not what you do in a family, in a team. You go, great, you found it, great, that's so awesome for you. And you keep moving and you try to find your own, you know. But for her to do that to him, it was that she didn't know like etiquette when it comes to that type of stuff, I think. And instead of listening to me,
she's a loner.
Yeah, you know, maybe she is. And then there's one of those things where I don't think she understands. She just, maybe she's been alone her whole life, and that's the way that it is. And you know, so I don't know, I come with a lot of understanding with things. I try not to, because we're all human, and I try not to, you know, judge people for their spur of the moment actions.
Maybe she's gone the way too much of Hollywood.
Maybe. I mean, I've been in a band, I've been on tour and stuff like that, but I would never, I don't know. I think that maybe because I come from such a hard knock life type of thing growing up, I really don't know. Maybe because I have an identical twin sister, you know, that I know how to try to get along with people or something, and maybe she just didn't have that.
Yeah, it's got to be hard trying to get along with someone like you.
Right.
You know, it's hard. It's hard. That's why we need that triangle of love. People are like, oh, that's some weird shit. No, me and my sister, we need a third person to tell us, to give us, because otherwise we'll be at each other's throats. Like, we need to have another person being our best friend to you know, to help us, because otherwise it may not be cute.
Okay, so, you guys.
Exactly, and we always need that. So on the show, when I met, like, Eric was our, like, that's what I meant. Like, he was that person that helped us, you know, do our thing. We always had this person in our life, our best friend Stephanie, our best friend Angelita. Like, we've always had that third person to help us, you know.
You probably should call them referees instead of best friends.
Yeah, there you go. Referee. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that from now on, because other people don't understand what I'm talking about.
This is our referee, Christine.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think that's what's gonna happen. Now everyone's gonna know exactly where that person is, and it's not.
Yeah, and they're gonna understand
other shit.
They're gonna understand right away.
Right.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think that's the best, probably, description of the person. I do.
Yeah.
Nice. At this time, thanks for the super chat, Bob.
Oh yeah, super chat.
He says, Flash Fam Challenge, who's gonna match me? Well, Mr. Lodek's done that 3 times.
Darren's already got you by 2 more times, so.
Oh, Randy, Scotty, Tony. Oh, yeah. Oh, what'd I do? I moved something around in my OBS.
Thanks for the super chat.
That's what I did.
Well, it's after 10 o'clock. It's been 2 hours.
Overtime. Wow. 2 hours flies when you're having fun.
And we've been having fun. I hope you've enjoyed yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You guys have been fun. Pleasure to talk to.
Nice to talk to you.
And you know, come back and join the chat room. Come in and listen to, whoever we got. At the end of
Yeah.
the month, our last Tuesday of the month, we have open mic night. Anytime you want to come on and announce an event or where you might be going next or whatever, feel
Okay.
free to call in. It's
Thank
always
you.
open.
Thank you.
You emailed Kimberly a question. You don't do that, John. You send it in the chat and we can see it. Kimberly, John Wolf must have messaged you a question because I didn't get it.
I got it either. I have to look at wherever
You
he.
did? Okay, you guys all get a nuclear blast into the oh yeah super chat for all these super chats. Guido, Terry Marshall, GoPro Unlimited.
Oh yeah, super chat.
You guys are gonna make me cry, aren't you? I'll scroll back. It's best if you tag like me or Dano or Jesse so we could see the questions easier. If you messaged it on Facebook, I don't really have a lot of pages up. So, and if you emailed it, I won't see it till after the show. So, I can't find it, John. John Wolf's a good friend of ours. We call him the driveway miner. He finds gold in his driveway in Texas.
Oh, that's always nice.
He drove all the way from Texas to Ohio for this year's Flash Bash. Great guy.
No, that's something you just missed. We do every year here in Ohio, do Flash Bash.
Nice.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to join us.
Yeah,
VIP. Otis Ferris came all the way from Washington this year, too.
I'm down.
That would be definitely fun.
It's more meet and greet and a little
It's a gathering.
different prospecting. We're on a creek that has gold in it. We're right there. Nice, fun.
Oh, okay. Here it is. John Wolf wanted to know if they wanted a can of redneck pay dirt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, John. Totally.
Why-
Absolutely.
I'm wondering why he hasn't asked us. What the heck?
Right.
Whatever. No kidding.
If you, I can send Kimberly, Tiffany, if you want to send me your PO or your address, I can message it to John and he'll send some redneck pay dirt out to you. He does metals molds and stuff with bronze and silver and stuff. He's been prospecting a long time. And you might get some very nice gold out of his tin.
Thank you. Yes, love
it.
And these gold diggers like their gold, let me tell you.
That's right.
Ew.
Especially in the winter when you're getting that gold itch, but you can't go outside. Those bags come in handy.
Yeah.
They do. They come in
I
handy.
still got a Christmas bag from
That's what
Brian.
buckets of cons from your seasons.
Yes,
for
I have them.
I have them too.
Yes, I have them. Yes, I do. You got to, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I finally cleaned out 7 buckets of dirt that I've had in the backyard.
That's nice. That's awesome.
How
much gold? You get some more gold?
My wife's been going, what are you gonna do with that dirt? Well, I gotta check it one more time. I'm glad I checked it one more time.
Yeah.
I even went through all the trouble of actually classifying it and running all my classifications, make sure I found the picker. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man.
But you know what?
That's like a good and bad thing. You're like, yeah, but wait, why?
Well,
That's
I know
wrong.
why. I know why, because I have this bad habit, like I'll bring material home
Mhm.
and I'll classify it. Then
You
when I
don't
get
run it?
down to like my 1/8 inch with the smaller rocks,
Mhm.
I don't run them. I just classify and I put it in a pile, right? And I don't run it. 'Cause I'm thinking, well, I'll panda a little bit, and if I don't see nothing, put it in a bucket, put it in a bucket.
Right.
So wife's been on me about getting rid of this dirt. So the last week
I
or
have
so.
not been on you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Anytime she says, "What are you gonna do with that dirt?" Which is, every once in a while. What are you gonna do with that dirt? Oh, I'm gonna run it one more time. Oh, okay. Finally, I did it.
Yeah.
But
Hey.
this time I went ahead and ran that really small gravel, and I found a picker. Oh no.
You know what I hate the most though is when you run a bucket you haven't run yet and you don't have it labeled
Right.
and you find good gold
Oh,
in it and you're like,
you're like,
where did that bucket come from?
where?
Because we all remember the gold we find really well, but not our buckets. They kind of all look alike for the most part. And it's
Yes,
like,
yes,
where
that's
that
Oh
funny.
boy.
bucket come from? Oh, drives me nuts. Our friend Brad from Australia says, see, Ed, this is why they need to come to Australia. You can prospect all year round, just move from state to state. You can do that here too,
Sounds
brother.
like a dream.
They're
Sounds like a
they're
dream.
they can go from the beautiful Sierra down to the Mojave
Yeah,
or or Arizona even.
I go to Australia though. So
Yeah.
hey,
yeah, I do
I'm
go out
afraid if
there.
I
just
went
see it.
down under, my passport would get lost. Oops.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. I must stay here longer.
I hope you all like
oh,
Yankees down there. 'Cause, I might become a permanent resident if I ever landed in Australia.
Let's go.
let's go.
We're down. Woohoo!
Yes,
Now
woo.
we're working on sponsorships for all of our travel to Australia so we could end up being immigrants. So
Oh, look at that. Bruce
Oh, I have
Prospect.
pockets full of gold.
Yeah. Bruce Prospecting is going to Thermal City tomorrow.
yeah, for JP's Lawns and Moore's birthday bash.
Ah.
I would have liked to been there this year. I wanted to get there bad, but you all know why. So, and why I can't make it. I might get that phone call any day and I'll have to go to Washington State. My mom's not doing well lately.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, she's lived a good full life and I think Dad and my older brother have been waiting for her way too long.
Mm.
She's touched a lot of people in many ways and helped many people. I can't say enough good about my mom. She put up with a kid like me all her life. So,
She must be a good woman.
a very good woman. Very
Nice.
good woman.
Nice. Well, all blessings, and I hope that she's everybody has that time, and she lived a great life. That's all we can ask.
Now Terry Marshall, he can give you the best of both worlds in Australia. He does gold mining in the summertime and opal mining in the winter. He has some nice claims at Lightning Ridge in Australia.
Go ahead and DM me.
You're talking their language now, Terry.
They definitely have some beautiful opal in Australia.
Yes, they do.
They do. My God. Yeah. I'm down. Let's go. What are we waiting for? Where's my ticket?
Where's my ticket?
Where's my ticket? Let's go.
Where's the ticket?
Where's the ticket?
Oh, Mr.
Oh,
Lodak.
Mr. Lodak. Hey, much love to all of you. I don't care if you super chatted or not. Much love to you and all our lurkers. But all the super chatters, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
You're almost left me speechless. Almost.
I don't know,
Kaboom.
JP. I think he should be able to read your commentary.
Ask Rock Butcher why he has me blocked. Why do you have JP blocked, Rock Butcher? Wow.
Oh no, there's a super chat war going on.
I still see
Okay.
JP posting, so he's not blocked.
Yeah, well, he can't block him on our channel anyway. He isn't a mod.
Oh yeah, super chat.
Thank you, Randy, Scotty, Tony. Both of you. Thank you very much, Josh. I look forward to having you on in December. But for all of you that don't subscribe to the International California Mining Journal, not sponsored. I wink wink, Josh. I am, and I have been for years. There's great articles from great people and past guests like Chris Ralph and others. It's a great magazine with great reads. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. And with that, we're almost a half hour into overtime, girls.
Yeah.
I hope you two have had as much fun as we have.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And we invite you back on, like Jesse said, any last Tuesday of every month is Open Line Tuesday, where we invite our viewing audience and other YouTubers and whatever to call in and join us. And maybe we could talk later on next year about you coming back and seeing how you're all doing.
Anytime, let us know.
Yes,
Excellent.
for sure.
So much.
Excellent.
Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate
don't
everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, don't forget to come in and check out the shows that we're having that week. Hang out in the chat room, talk with the people in the chat. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If you've been watching the chat, you can see it. These guys.
Supposedly these two are coming to California next year to Tim's outing.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try my
They're
best.
supposed to be both coming.
Next week for the magnet fishers in the treasure hunting community, we're gonna have the owner and founder of Kratos Magnetics. I'm also affiliate. There's a link down in the description below. But he's also a professional archaeologist, and I would like to get on that subject a little because I had a great time at the Wayne Legion Research Group Archaeological Dig this past Saturday. It was really cool. So I hope to see many of you there for that show. Some of you who are here, diehards, love you all very much. Ladies, thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
It was our pleasure. Dano, Jesse, thank you for being the best co-host on YouTube, and thank you all for making our show the longest running gold prospecting and treasure hunting show on YouTube. I appreciate it. Until next time, may you always have a flash in your pan.
You know what he's going to say next.
That's right, Jesse, because it does happen. Maybe one day, too, we'll meet you on the river. Good night, everybody. God bless. Thanks for the super chat, Bob. Love you all. See ya.
Night, everybody. Night. Mr. Lodak, another great job.
says GPS after party.
Rock
Yeah,
Butcher, Randy Study, Tony. One more
David
thing.
Villa.
Brad, thanks for
5,
joining
4,
us
3,
again, Josh.
2, 1.
Appreciate it.
RST.
Jerry Curry, Terry Marshall, Brad, all our Aussie friends, Canadian friends, you're
Hi,
all
Terry.
part of the Flash fam, and so are you girls.
Thank you.
You're part of the Flash fam now too, if you like it.
Bye, Bob.
Oh, I love it. Thank you.
David, give Vita a hug for me. I still have her gems she sent me. Love them.
Tell her I said hi too.
Buenas
Hello,
tortillas.
David.
Quesadilla. Ay, ay, ay,